Godfrey, could you nisalimie? When is today? Today is on a Tuesday, but he's not in school. What's up? Marab. Mbona uko shule? I'm asking him, why is he not in school? Because today is on a Tuesday, he's supposed to be in school. This is Matiko'S son. Let him open up, guys. Mbona uko shule? Why is he not in school? Because today it's on a Tuesday, he's supposed to be in school.
Jana walikatana hapo nyumbani.
Wali?
Walikatana.
Na nani?
Alikata mamake vichiri.
Kwa nini?
Hakuna.
Guys, it's getting worse and worse and worse. So this boy is telling me yesterday they had a serious fight. Mushere's mother and Matiko'S mom, they fought. I mean, that is mother, daughter fighting. And they decided to cut each other with machete. It's getting out of hand. Kwa hivyo ukuenda leo shule?
Tunataka kumpeleka hospitalini.
Oh my God. So this baby decided to take his aunt, I mean, Matiko'S sister, to the hospital. Oh my God. So what this baby is explaining, guys, Matiko'S mother decided to cut the daughter, that is Matiko'S sister, with a panga. Here, it fell down. That's what he's telling me. I can't imagine this, my mom cutting me with a panga. That is very, very evil. Matiko'S sister, she's the one who I caught her with lots of liquor yesterday. So I'm being told right now she is in the hospital. Broken stories, guys, and I'm sharing with you the way they are, because this boy, I'm so concerned about his well-being. Right now, even he's not in school because the auntie, she's sick. They took her to the hospital. Matiko, yuko wapi? So this boy is telling me Matiko right now they're in the hospital with his sister. It's very, very. If you don't know this kid, this is Godfrey for you. We take him to school. One of you who stays in New York, United States. He takes the mantle. He always ensures he's happy by providing the basic needs. Speaking about education, school fees. The other day we bought for him a bicycle, but the grandma, she has been always very, very strict. I don't know why. In an extent whereby at times, she doesn't allow him to ride his bicycle. But I don't know. And what he's telling me yesterday, it wasn't a good day at all. The grandmother decided to cut the sister with a machete, like shoot. Okay, nani yuko nyumbani? Auntie ni nani? Boko yuko wapi? Boko alitoroka. So I'm being told grandmother ran away. The best way, guys, let me take this kid to school right now because education is key. Nataka nikupeleke shuleni. Hakuna mtu atakupiga. Kaambia mwalimu venye.
Guys, those are village episodes. Village echoes. Like what I'm trying to give you out. Those are the echoes and the episode of the stories that are going on in the village. The reason why I usually come out with these kinds of reaction is just to emphasize on a certain situation, because David Jr.'s video is somehow long, so he just passed through. So for me, I usually look for a very sensitive place, and that is where I usually emphasize on, That is where I emphasize on, just to make sure that you guys, we analyze and get to know if it's really possible. We can come out with a solution, because helping Godfrey, it's not all, it's not must that I pass through or David Jr. or through these videos. Maybe we can just discuss, we as viewers, we as subscribers, we as people who are watching people back in the village. Because earlier before, guys, I told you that I'm acting like a representer, because I used to be a viewer, I used to be a subscriber to both those channels back in the village. But again, I said, let me be coming out so that we can be emphasizing on something that we really see that this place or this part of this video is very sensitive. So we really need not to leave it to go like that. Anyway, guys, my good name is Village Echoes, and in case you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly consider by subscribing, because that is the big support that you guys, you wanna be giving me out. And I'm telling you that my energy, today's energy, is more 10 times than yesterday's energy. That is what I usually believe on, and that is what is keeping on me, that is what is pushing me on, and I keep on going each and every day. And I pray and I say that you guys, you have really supported me. You have really pushed this channel despite of all challenges, all attacks. so that people can divert the concentration of watching me. Now start to watch those people who are really attacking me back left, to make sure that back left right, so that they make sure that people, they divert the concentration to their channels. But anyway guys, we are here, and I'm telling you that we want to be moving one-on-one. And to make this one clear is that my videos, for sure, I just want to make them to look like a documentary, to look like an analyzing, to look like a place where we educate each other, because I'm not perfect, but at the same time I can do it. And you guys, you are also not perfect, but we can share ideas through my videos. Comment section here and there, people can come up with a solution and say, let us do this to Godfrey, because I'm also a villager there, and maybe very soon I'll be in the village, guys. So supporting that young man, or supporting even the Jiggers family that we saw people are being supporting them, does not really mean that they are being supposed to be supported with only one guy. No, we can also support them. Anyway guys, that is the main reason why I've just come out with this video. That is Godfrey, guys. And for the people who don't know Godfrey, that is a son to the so-called Matiko, that family that David Jr. is really trying to help each and every time, really trying to put more effort, to dedicate his time to make sure that he is supporting this family. But again, they have really it has come very hard for them to change, because me, I see sometimes David Jr. is now wasting time, David Jr. is wasting his energy, David Jr. is wasting, or let us assume that maybe David Jr. is doing it just to make sure that he has a video for a day. But again, if he is really dedicating his time to change those people, that one, he is wasting time, because those people will not change. That family will not change. You see what Matiko is saying, the so-called Godfrey, that is a very young boy, and we cannot say that he's just coming on camera just to lie so that he can get donation. He don't know even what is donation. He don't know even that if he's saying on camera, people are watching from different parts of the world. That is a very innocent young man who is traumatized. From the way we saw him, the way he was coming from the forest, just putting hands inside the pocket, that one can tell you that Godfrey, with that age, he is very much stressed and he is traumatized. People should not focus on this family where a mother is cutting daughter with a machete, at the same time that even a daughter was fighting a mom. Trying to imagine that Congress mom cutting Dimwango with a machete. Some things that are not even flowing. The other day I was also trying to tell you guys, let us try to imagine that now Congress mom biting Maisha at the arm here. Does it really making sense? You know? So we are really confused, and we are like, and I told you earlier before, from the camera of David Jr., the way we used to watch Matiko'S mom, she is a pure pretender. And even when she used to see David Jr. coming with the camera, she used to pretend like she's sick so that she can get more sympathy, so that people can support her. For sure, Matiko'S mom, she's a pure pretender. And we as viewers, we as people we are watching, because maybe donating money to that young man is hard, but doing this video, it can also help to reach out other people. It can also help to analyze, or many people can come across my video. Maybe they have not come across David Jr.'s video. This one can maybe help people to come out and maybe support this young man, or even the sponsor who is supporting Godfrey. She can, I don't know whether she or he can stretch the hand, because I'm not really sure of the gender of the person who is supporting Godfrey. Then she can stretch, or he can stretch the hand and say, let us take him to boarding, just to avoid all these traumatized games. Because Godfrey is trying to tell David Jr. that even yesterday, he is the one who, with Matiko, they went with their aunt, because the person who was cut with Matchete, that is Matiko's sister. Me, I know all these stories is not all about people who are normal, people who are not taking alcohol, people who are, because such kind of thing cannot happen in a family where people are not taking alcohol. that all of those people were under drugs. It's only that they are not going to accept. Matiko's mom, she was under drugs. That one I'm very sure. The sister, the same. Matiko, the same. So these people, they went there, and the whole family people are now under drugs. So nobody's telling each other. Nobody's telling who. I cannot tell you, cannot tell me. We keep on talking each and every time. Now they find that themselves, they were now fighting their mom. Their mom now seeing this a point of no return. She had to run from Matchete and protect herself. She decided to cut the daughter. Here, the way that young man is saying. Because me, I can see a face. I can see a young man who is trying to say, I can see what Godfrey is trying to portray. That is a clear. He is saying the truth. Because if he could be maybe an adult or a person who is at my age or others, somebody like Brian Vapor and other people, we could have said maybe he is saying on camera because he really knows that people will come out with a sympathy and support him. But Godfrey does not even know who is watching these videos. Godfrey does not even know that people are watching these videos from different parts of the world. Godfrey does not even know what anything to do with donation. So meaning what that boy is saying is a pure truth. And the way he was walking from inside the forest, coming to report to David Jr., that was a pure, and it was really showing that this young man is traumatized. Subscribers, because I'm among the people who are really advocating for education, and I will never, and it will never happen in my life that me, Village Echoes, undermining stories to do with education. No, 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 no. Me, I'm here to tell you that I purely advocate. Let somebody go to school and they don't get the job. That one will be very understandable, because even having brains, even being educated alone, that is a pure achievement. It's something that can help somebody maybe to reason, plan your own things back in the village. Go and look at people who are making big projects in the village. They are educated because they went to school, they are back in the village, they are seeing those resources that are in the village as very useful. They even see those resources like, if I convert these resources, I can convert it into money. So those are the people who are making big farms in the village. Those are the people who are having big projects in the village. You find somebody have chicks, they are doing well because of knowledge. Because people who have not gone to school, they will not tell you, they will not realize. What they will say that, you know, me and you went to school, me I never went to school, but look, me and you, we are still here in the village. But you don't look at that side. You look at how is this guy living? How is he doing these things? So Godfrey, me, I'm advocating that you guys, because I also love to see people going to school, because I know how important is it. As we talk now, somebody cannot underrate me. Somebody cannot tell me that, you know, you are coming from a poor family. No, I will stand and tell him, because you are coming from a rich family, try and tell me which big school have you gone that you think that I've never been there. Because me, I've gone in among the biggest university in Kenya. If you Google, you will find Nairobi University, Kenyatta University, and JKUAT. My university is among the biggest university. I've been in school with the rich people. I've been in school with the rich kids. Meaning, that one has covered me, have made me to have an confidence, even to start in a group of people and talk in public, because I have got confidence. Somebody cannot tell me, you know, get out of there, because you guy, you never went to school. I don't know. You cannot tell me that. The only thing that maybe people can start now to speak about, it's about my family background. And that is not me. That is my parents' background. Me with that background, we are two people different. So me, I'm trying to create my own. So meaning, when you are educated, you get more confidence. People cannot intimidate you. People cannot underrate you. When you tell me this, I tell you no. Because me, I know. I've gone to a nice school that I believe that even if you are rich, unless you went international, you went outside Kenya, that is when you can tell me that you, me, I went to international schools. I went outside Africa to study for my further education. But you are just studying in the university in Kenya. That is the only thing. But those people are very rare. So meaning, I also have a confidence to walk and even boast and say, me, I'm also educated. I went to school. Nothing, you cannot tell me anything, because I also know how to read I can read something and understand and tell people, no, this one we should do this one we should not do this. The same thing that was being happening in the village. People wanted to grab some lands from our family. But because I've already been in school and I know how these things work, I had to stand out and say no. And you know, I'm a second last born in the family. Meaning there is elder people there, my elder brothers, my elder sisters. But because of how tough I am, I have to stand in public. And I thank God that I'm a good public speaker. Me, I can stand in a group of people. I tell them, I mobilize them, and I tell them, let us do this, and it happened. I've been campaigning for many people here in our school, and people win. They give me money. That is how I've been surviving. But again, Godfrey, he really need to go to school that is very far from the village. He should just be coming back at home during holidays. If he's going to meet these kinds of stories of parents fighting, grandma cutting other people with, even if you see Godfrey nowadays, he does not really love the grandma. They usually talk. It looks like grandma is the one who is a bad person in that family. So Godfrey needs to be away. Godfrey needs to go away, get a boarding school, be there, you know, get educated. There is the so-called guiding and counseling office in those boarding school. They get to talk to him, they motivate him so that Godfrey can come back to his senses and try to enjoy and feel like other kids so that he can study slowly, very fine, without being traumatized. But going to school, you come back in the evening, you find, and they are even using that a small lamp. That is the kind of the lamp that, I don't know whether, that is used in kerosene. And this guy was using the so-called Brian. So he even used such kind of things to read, or candles. So sometimes you come from the school in the evening, you find that parents, all of them are drunk. Matiko is drunk, the mother is drunk, grandma is drunk, sometimes even the grandfather is drunk. Now in the compound, people are making noise here and there. You know, when people who are drunk, they will never sit down and just keep quiet. No, it's pure noise, pure noise. I've got experience. I know what I'm telling you. Even in our home. Guys, I will come to take you to my home one day. You will get to know that I've really tried to escape from a very, very narrow place. But again, me, I really appreciate and say, one day I will go back at home and bring back and say to my mom, thank you for giving birth to me and raising me to be where I am. Just to give her appreciation and maybe build for her a very beautiful house. But this young man, Godfrey, we really need to make sure that this guy, me and you guys, because me, what I have donated is to share his story here. Just discussing about him for more than 30 minutes, for more than 40 minutes. That is a pure donation, because this video is going to reach out to different people. Now, people will share their opinions. Through sharing their opinions, it's not that they are going to reach me out so that Godfrey can be in a boarding school. No. Sharing the opinions here, then these people will reach out to David Jr. and say, we have watched a certain video, and the way that guy was analyzing that video, we see that we can do this and this. We take that young man, because adding money on top of what that sponsor is giving out so that it can be converted to be a boarding school is something very easy. Unless Godfrey is changing a school, that is when he will start from scratch. Changing the so-called uniform. He change maybe many things, you know. He buy the box, he buy the mattress, bed covers. Or they can even take this Godfrey to the school where Brian is. They can take this Godfrey to the school where Masegeso went, so that he can go and study with those people, because they are sharing the village. He go and stay there. There is guiding and counseling. Even nowadays we can see Brian have started even to smile, so that he can go there and stay there. And now David Jr. will be maybe responsible to go and visit this young man, give out his money to the teachers so that they can be giving him some guidance here and there. You will find that Godfrey is back to his senses. But believe me not, if this man will stay, will keep on going to a day school, he will just pass through the system. Not even just, he will be passing through the system. without gaining anything. You know, sometimes going to school and you are not understanding, you are not getting what you are being taught, that is still a wastage, because why are you now in school? Because that is what Godfrey is now going to pass through. Going to school just for appearance. He is just there. I've come. Tomorrow going. Coming back. Going. Coming back. Just being a veil. You avail yourself. That is all. And even those people who used to be the last people, second last from back in our classes, those people is not that they are not clever. Problems. Family background. Zero social support. Your family is not supporting you. You have a zero social support. Do you want to tell me that in Godfrey's that compound, in Matiko'S home, from those people, the way you look at them, is there any person who can sit down and ask Godfrey, show me what have you studied today? Show me what did your teacher taught you today, so that I can pass through and see. Do you really, guys, let us be genuine. Can Matiko do such kind of thing? Like asking Godfrey that, show me. Even Matiko himself, he is very against schooling. Show me where you have studied today. Nobody will ask him. And at a young, such kind of young, like a young age like that boy, supervising yourself is something very hard. Because me, I'm glad that when we were growing, my mom was very strict. After my dad died, so my mom was very strict. When you come back, not even my mom, we have our elder brother who just dropped out of school because of school fees. He's just back at home there riding motorbike. By that time, he was in high school. With us, we were in primary. So when we come in the evening, he was very strict also. Immediately when our dad died, he came very strict. When you come with your books, we have to show where you have studied, what you were taught, so that you can even explain to them, so that they can get to see, is there any progress? Are you making any step in your studies? Until the time that when I came to realize myself and said, now things to do with education, I should not be pushed. Now just to lift Godfrey from that position of being supervised, of you know, Godfrey really needs a supervision, very thorough supervision, or else he will not study. So there is no that person, there is no that guy in that family, because even grandmother, she don't know how to read. So meaning there is no one who is asking Godfrey that, let us see your books, let me check your books. No one. So meaning this guy, he really needs and he deserves a boarding school. After going there, explain to the teachers the problem of this young man, so that teachers can be very closely to him, supervising him. Now this guy will gain something. From there, when he will reach an age of maybe being in high school, this guy now will realize that in our family there is problem. You know, for now, Godfrey does not really know what he should do. Like he should work hard in school. He does not really know that, because for him, he just checked that life of Matiko, grandma, the grandfather. He took it like a normal life. But again, the only thing that make him to be traumatized is to see parents, uncles, and fighting. Such kind of things should not be done in the presence of kids. Me, I can't imagine fighting my girlfriend in the presence of my young son called Kyle. That one, I'm spoiling his mind. The guy wanna be traumatized, and when he grow up, you find that sometimes he's just sitting like this. Because I also have a daughter that is a daughter to my sister, my elder sister, and my elder sister was married in Tanzania to those Korean people who are very, very into culture, locality, and everything. So those people, that husband, that is now, husband to my sister, my elder sister, he was really fighting him almost each and every day. And now this young lady, she was very young in a way that when these people fight, they used to make him to, how can I call it? You know? Now, up to today, she has what we call a paranoia. A paranoia. If you just come from her behind and, that lady, she wanna cry like no one business. That is a pure paranoia. Like she's really, she's a pure phobic. Fearing, like Even if she see a darkness like this, she will start to cry. Sometimes she can even stand like this and urinate. So that is a pure spoiling. And even in school, she does not even understand. So for me, I understand her. And I usually supervise her, take her slowly because she does not even understand. I can teach her something like 10 minutes. In the next 1 hour, she has already, she don't even remember what I taught her. So me, I understand her, and that's the reason why I said, let me keep her. Let us keep on pushing her so that when she reach maybe in high school, we can look for a best course, maybe being a tailor or a dressmaker. Then she can now stand to make her own life. But Godfrey, her traumatization has not even gone far. That boy still, if we will get a school environment. Sorry guys, somebody was calling. You know, if Godfrey get a cool environment, a place where there is a very close and a tight supervision, good guide and counseling, believe me not, that young man will change his life. You know, we African, the point where we have reached, me, that is what making me to move. Like, my background will never define me. Because I even saw there is one of a subscriber here commented on my channel and said, me, I used to think that you are coming from a very rich background. And that is what is keeping me going. Like my background will never define me. When you meet me outside, you will say, this guy, that place is not his home. But again, that's my home, and we are really fighting to make sure that we change that narrative. Guys, me, I've been a big mobilizer in our school here. Me, I used to call more than 200 people. They just come and sit down and they listen from me. I just advise, I just give them tactics. We talk, like, people are like, this young man, you know. Sometimes I feel like, you know, there is something inside me. Because I used to call people. I used even to go in front of in our classes, in our lecture hall. I talk to 1,000 people, trying even to convince them to vote for somebody. Trying to tell them what we can do we as youth. I used even to sit down and ask myself, am I the one? Because the place I'm coming from, I should not be controlling this kind of crowd, having rich people who have come with Prados, Range Rovers, Benz. But again, I said, me, that this is what I was taught in high school, that let your background never define you. Don't you ever accept that your background should define you. No. Me and my home background, those are two things different. But I'm telling you that that one will keep you going. So let David Jr. not really focusing on Matiko, focusing on the sister, because for now, those people cannot even go to school. Now, what David Jr. is doing is purely wasting resources. Instead of directing these resources to Godfrey, who has a bright future, to their daughter, to Matiko'S sister, who also has a future, so that these people can grow up, they change the narrative and the story of that family. Because the so-called Matiko and the sister, for them is too late, and I'm sorry to say that. It's too late to change the family. Unless they just change their own, like they do their own things. For them, it's all about eating, dressing, alcohol, and maybe that is all. But becoming rich, things are too late for them. And David Jr. is wasting time. You know, just direct, because if you support Godfrey, already you have supported Matiko. Because if you leave Godfrey there and you support Matiko, still Matiko will come on to you and cry and say, I want to take my son to school. Or Godfrey will not go to school. So try and support Godfrey and assume that what I'm doing to Godfrey, that is purely supporting Matiko. Let Matiko struggle, let Matiko weed the maize and do everything. Because he is not ready to change. Let us focus on this young generation. Let us focus on Godfrey and the cousin. Because those people are growing and they also have a bright future. It's very bad that one day you find that Godfrey has because if somebody is too much traumatized, he can even decide to run out of school. Or you just drop out of school because of problems that you cannot even explain to people. People have got reasons outside here why they are not in school, why they dropped out of school. So you'll find that Godfrey is now a victim of telling people that, you know me, I left school because my grandmother, my dad, and my aunt, they were really fighting when they get drunk. And that is how he will keep on complaining on his life forever. But again, guys, we are very, very glad that the camera of David Jr. has reached to that home early. People have watched Godfrey. People are ready to support. Kindly reach out on David Jr. Advise him to take Godfrey to the boarding school. A nice boarding school, just around. Not even, it can be just around there. And now even with these people will going there to visit him, Godfrey will not be able to see them drunk, will not be able to see them fighting each and every time. Because those things are disturbing that young man. Imagine now, he was in the ward in the hospital with the aunt. That is the reason why he has not gone to school. And we even don't know if Godfrey has even eaten, because that guy was looking like hungry. And he's very young. David Jr., kindly my brother, what you are doing the best, and you are really pushing. Me, I like your morale, I like your energy. Even posting 4 videos a day ain't a joke. Keep on surprising these people. Keep on making them to feel bad. But again, support this young man. Taking him to boarding school is something very easy. They can go and be together with maybe Brian and the other one called the other guy that Mara took to school also, so that they can get boarding and then they grow very fast. You'll get that those people, those young boys, they are becoming to be very sharp. I know boarding school, how people become very sharp. Because for us, we never got that chance to be there. But we are here to advocate that let young kids, young people go to school. Talking even in English, speaking English and understanding it can take you place. It's not all about being employed. Speaking English alone and even be able to exchange your words in English can take you somewhere. There is people who have been closed outside because they don't talk English. People are supposed to be drivers of big bosses, but they are not talking English. That one has made them not to go far. Not to be, they are drivers, but they cannot speak English. But anyway, guys, thank you very much, and may I end this video here. And God bless you abundantly for watching my video until the end. See you in the next video, and more videos are coming. Happy new month in advance, because tomorrow is a new month, guys. And may God bless you abundantly. Bye bye.